Hi everyone, Des here. Welcome to the first episode of the APAT Weekly Update. I've got Lee Wiltshire with me. Lee will be known to you as Chipper Cruel online. Hi Lee.
Hi Des.
So what's been making the news on the forum this week, Lee?
Well, obviously the big news, Des, is the APAT announcement of the Season 3 details, so I really think we should just crack on with that. I understand you spoke to Richard Prew earlier today.
I did indeed, Lee. I asked Richard what was in store for all of us, and this is what he had to say.
Season 3's got a mixture of the established APAT events, such as the National Amateur Championships, and a range of new series as well. The National Championships begin in February in Warsaw, and that's where people's immediate focus is. But also the online National Championships begin this Saturday night, the 10th, online on our continuing sponsors, Blue Square. And finally, we've got the National League made up of regional poker clubs, and that's starting in February as well.
So what added value can members expect in Season 3?
Well, as I said, we've got Blue Square as our continuing sponsor, which is extremely welcome news for our members, and they are adding to each of the National, Online and National League winners on a number of packages, whether that be a GUKPT main event seat, a Champion of Champions seat later in 2009, or a grand final seat itself for the prestige European Amateur National Championship event later in the year as well.
Well, thanks, Richard, for that. Lee, an awful lot to take in. What's your take on Season 3?
Well, it sounds absolutely fantastic, Des, doesn't it? We've still got the live national events as we had for Season 2. No change there. Everybody loves them. Really looking forward to the National Online League, something close to my heart, which I'm sure we'll talk about nearer the launch in February. And I'm looking forward to the Online Championships. We finally got an event online really worth playing for.
Absolutely, and a fantastic structure, I believe. 10,000 starting chips for members. Well, what do you think of the $55 buy-in?
What you've got to take into account that the added value you've got on top of there is a GUKPT seat for the winner. For a $55 entry, you can't really ask for more than that.
No, I agree. I think securing those GUKPT seats was a real coup for APAT in Season 3. And talking of the GUKPT, I mean, alongside ourselves, they're actually going to launch their third season a little later this month. And I caught up with Russell Tamplin at the Vic 2 weeks ago. Russell is the head of poker at Grosvenor, and he outlined details of their third season also.
So again in January in Brighton, a couple of legs have changed. Bolton have moved out of the main GUKPT and Cardiff are taking their place in September. But ultimately we've introduced a new thing, the Summer Series, which takes place in June, much lower buy-in, £500 over a short period of time. So it's looking good for next year, and in addition we're about to introduce a National League which is going to be worth £100,000 across the year across all Grosvenor and G casinos, so that's quite exciting, really.
I mean, your investment into poker alongside Blue Square is unparalleled, I think, in the UK at the moment, Russell. What will happen to the focus on festivals as part of the GUKPT next season?
Well, all of the GUKPT events will be a minimum of 7 days long. Some will be 9, the Victoria, Luton being examples of that. But all 7 days long, varying side events. For 2009, we're up in the added value. As far as the Champion of Champions is concerned, it's 75 grand this year to 100 grand next year.
Excellent season in prospect at the GUKPT also, Lee. And we do seem spoilt for choice at the moment in British poker. Just getting back to APAT, what's the next big event on the schedule?
Well, it's the first of the year, Des, on Saturday the 10th of January. It's the first online national event.
We've got over 100 players registered at the moment. Over 44, I believe, have come in via satellites, with many more to follow, I'm sure, over the next number of hours. I mean, who are your fancies? Who's taking your eye, Lee?
Well, it's a tricky one. It's a strong field, Des, but I've picked out a couple that I think might be worth a look. First one being Darren Shallis, who plays under the name Drow Slasher online. Yeah,
Darren, of course, a national amateur champion in Season 2.
Yeah, exactly. Won the Irish national event over in Dublin.
So Darren, who else do you think is in the running?
Well, my second pick is one of the stronger female players at APAT, and that's Linda Iwaniak.
Yeah, Linda, good choice.
Yeah, I mean she's Lindsay 1-1 online, and certainly someone to be careful of on the poker tables. She's qualified and did well in the Ladies UK Championship, and has also final table the APAT event in Vienna, I believe.
Absolutely. Linda was one of these players in season 2 who was extremely consistent across online and live. I think she might have made 10 or 11 final tables in total last season, so she has some game.
Yeah, and to be honest, Des, my third pick is probably the bookie's favourite. It's the APAT Season 2 online champion, Stephen Bailiff. I think most people probably know him as Scouts 345.
He's very shy and retiring, Steve.
Yeah, he's a quiet lad. I'm probably more happy to be playing him online than I am live, to be honest.
Joking aside, though, he does have some game. I mean, to win the online series against, I think over 600 players who actually scored points in season 2, to actually win the online side of that, no mean achievement. And this guy has also won the Blue Square League, I believe, at one point last year. He took one of the months. So good player.
Which I think got him into the Champion of Champion event just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's probably my bocking, Des. So I know you're not allowed any favourites, but who would you have as a contender for Saturday?
I've looked at a couple, and the first name that stuck out for me is a guy who actually hasn't given his best performances at APATs, and he's been playing with us for the last 2 years, and that's Alan Armitage. A very established player. He's played GUKPTs. There's no question he's got a good game on him, and it could be that this will be his event. Similarly, Nigel Johnson, Mr. Consistent last year, played very well for many events. He final tabled in Ireland. He final tabled at the Vic in the WCO8P main event, and he had a lot of success online also. So Nigel could come through.
I think Alan and Nigel are both good picks, Des, and both stand a very good chance in this.
Now I've got a father and son dark horse pairing for you here.
I think I know what's coming, Des.
But remarkably, there's only one name, so I'm going to say Gerard Smith, I think he'd pronounce it. Gerard, of course, known online as the Duke, and his son recently turned 18. Gerard also known online as Destroyer, but apparently this lad has some game on him.
Well, interestingly, I've read the Duke's blog, and he's very, very proud of the fact that Junior is now going to partake in APAT this season, so it'll be interesting to see how they get on.
Do you think when they play online together at home, does the bouncy castle come into the equation at all?
I'm not sure, but I know they played an APAT qualifier the other night. It was very interesting. The webcam was flicking between two of them as the evening progressed.
Say no more. So you go into this online championship event, Lee. We've already learned that if you win the thing, there's a GUKPT main event, a seat for the winner, which is a great prize. There's also medals for the top 3, so those big sort of APAT championship medals, and the opportunity to purchase 3 seats for the top 3 into the UK Amateur Championship event at Walsall in February.
It's absolutely fantastic, Des, really. So this is actually the first opportunity anyone's got to guarantee a live seat for the first national event.
Agreed. Yeah. So, the live scene will actually kick off next week in terms of satellite activity. What events have been lined up?
Well, each of the national events this year will have 3 satellite qualifiers online. There'll be 2 freeze-outs and a rebuy. So there'll be a $20 freeze-out on a Monday night, a $10 freeze-out on a Tuesday night, and a $5 rebuy on a Wednesday, with the infamous Click Fest on a Thursday evening.
I've never had any problems whatsoever with the Click Fest. I just wanted to say that.
But Des, you've never played a national.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm being oppressed here at APAT.
Well, I think week 1 of the APAT update's gone quite well, Des. What have we got lined up for next week?
I think next week we hope to have an interview with the new UK online champion. I think that's something to look forward to. In addition, we'll talk a little bit more about Walsall and the satellites and the Clickfest and stuff like that. I guess we'll have our first look at the final field for Walsall, which should be interesting. And if time allows, I guess we'll have that opportunity to start talking about the National Online League.
Oh, that's something I'm really looking forward to, Des. I can't wait till we can give everybody the full layout and plans for the season.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for your time again, Lee, and I very much look forward to doing this again next week.
Yeah, look forward to catching up with you all then.